We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. And he lobs it up, and George with the jam.
Good chance to see Paul George verts that time.
Now Brooks. Pass to Bain. Morant, pass to Brooks. Here's Adams. 4 on the clock. And it's good on the layup.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
George against Bain. George passes to Zubats. Outside Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Nice shot by George. George has got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Now here's Morant. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. George against Bain. Pass to Zubats. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Left side Bain. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Leonard outside. Puts up a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
Now here's Morant from behind the arc. And Wall pulls it down. Leonard outside. 3 minutes played. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Some room here for George. And finally they hit one. George has got 6.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Right side Morant. Brooks outside. 4-3. They get the rebound. Outside Bain. Jackson on the wing. Back to Bain. Clock at 6. Another shot. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Clippers in the lead.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
George outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season. You played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Morant. Jackson finds Brooks. And here's Adams. It's tipped. They retain possession. 5 to shoot. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look, a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. For 3, George. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Morant gets it to go.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Out to Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks outside to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Zubac with the steal. And there's the lob. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. 4 on the clock. George's shot is off. Memphis leading. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Wall. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Leonard finds George. Oh, Morant with the block. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. George with it. He's picked up by Bain. George's shot is off. And Memphis shooting has been great this game, 58%. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s. Which means I'm old.
The Clippers call timeout.
It's time for T-shirt. Okay, Grind City, let's get loud once again for your Grizzlies dance team.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
George. Great D that time from Bain. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Left side, Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Outside Morant. Over Leonard. Morant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Here's Morant. They lead by 4. Three-pointer, Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Brooks has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Out to Leonard. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now here's Brooks. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. It's just very solid offense.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's Jackson. Jackson on the wing, uncovered. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Outside Wall. Out to Leonard. Up and over Brooks. And that one's long.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Morant. And Morant gets double-teamed. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Morant against Jackson. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bane. Tries yet again. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. It's Covington on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Jackson against Morant. Back to Jackson. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
Here's Morant. And that's not going to go. And so it's Memphis. All right, good stuff, Ellie. And we'll...
27. The Clippers, 20. Get ready for the basketball.
And if you're just joining in, 1/2 is in the books. 1/2 to go. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
They've got Tyus Jones. Xavier Tillman is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Powell for 3. Clark grabs the board. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. and the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Green for three. The shot off that time. The Clippers trail. Powell in the post, working on Williams. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to man. Can't get it to drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Jones, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now here's Powell. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Batum against Green. Pass to Jones. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Doubled by Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Jackson, the pass to Batum. Out to Covington. Lets it go from the wing. Good on the shot.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate. Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Green. Clark with a screen on Powell. Green for three. That shot is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's man. Jackson outside. Here's man. Back to Batum. Fires for three. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
A line change here for Memphis. The Clippers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Jackson outside. Pass to Batum. Powell against Bain. Powell passes to Jackson. Back to Powell. Driving to the basket. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Powell's got his first points of the game.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so if he gets in that gap, he's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Morant against Jackson. Bain, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk!
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Powell for 3. It's not going to go for him. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Batum sets a screen. Fires from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 9 rebounds now. Ball stolen. And so it's Memphis finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at point guard. Wall with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's George. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Brooks a screen on Leonard. Brooks outside. Wide open. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Pass to George. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Memphis leading. Now here's Adams. He's guarded by Zubac. Adams, the pass to Brooks. No good from outside. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Morris with it. He's picked up by Bain. Ball for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to George. Zubac with a screen on Brooks. George for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. And they've made the most of their chances there as well.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Brooks outside. And stolen by Leonard.
Memphis foul. John Morant. Second personal foul. First team foul.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
And the Clippers with the ball. 7-point differential. Morant against Wall. And he converts the layup.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Brooks outside. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Wall finds Leonard. And that's an intentional foul.
John Morant. His third personal foul. Second team foul.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. George against Bain. George's shot is good.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
2 minutes remaining.
Morant against Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
His third personal foul.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. 1:51 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Zubac. against George. 6 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Wall. Excellent D there from Morant. Brooks against Morris. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that puts him up 5. The Clippers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Outside Morant. Down low. Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Leonard outside. Inside. And stolen by Bane. Here's Brooks. Pass to Morant. Now here's Adams. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Brooks, the pass to Adams. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here.
should be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is Morris. Just 5 on the clock. George against Edwards. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside, Russell. Gobert with a screen for Russell. Inside, here's Towns, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Now here's Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Outside, Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Edwards inside, defended by George. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Towns. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal
The
foul.
Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Clippers getting the bucket, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Towns, the pass to Prince. Outside, Russell. 3 on the clock. Here's Towns. Second chance shot with 1 on the clock, and Towns throws it down.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Wall dishes to Leonard. Out to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's George. Goes back up. Zubats. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the paint. It's stolen by Wall. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. It's good.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, but wide, difficult to stay with in transition.
Outside, Russell. They grab their own miss. Gobert finds Prince. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Prince against Leonard. Pass to George. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:49 left to play in the first. Leonard kicks to Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Here's Towns, and he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 8 points.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Here's Leonard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Again, 2 for 4.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Russell. He was all alone on that one. 11 points in the game.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Here's Wall. There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. George, that's a 2-pointer. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by George.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Russell. Here's Edwards. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the inside. Here's Prince. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Russell finds Edwards. Excellent D there from George.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Leonard against Prince. Shoots from 14. Zubac trying to break loose. Timberwolves leading by 9. Towns with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the dunk by Towns.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
All taking his time here. He feeds it to George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. George has got his second bucket of the game to go. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Here's Leonard. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Gobert can't hit.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Outside for George. Back to Leonard. 18 feet out. And no good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And here's Prince outside. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Wall passes to Leonard. 1:31 left in the first half. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Towns. It's his first trip to the line.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Clippers trail by 6. And it's Wall in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. He's got 7.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
Edwards misses from short range. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Wall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Here's Russell. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The pass to Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Wall. Out to Morris. With his first shot attempt. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. Russell with it. Pass to Towns. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is good. Towns has got 15.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And a close game so far through the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime.
24, the Timberwolves. 25. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Right side Jackson. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Right wing. McDaniels with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Batum's got his first basket.
Such a creative scorer. Batum can do it inside, from 3, really anywhere on the floor.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. Powell on the double team. Lets the 3 fly. The Clippers grab the miss. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Powell, guarded closer. And the dunk by Powell.
He's explosive off 1 foot, 2 feet. Norman Powell is just an incredible athlete.
Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Jackson finds Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Here's Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
So it's Minnesota now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. McDaniels passes to McLaughlin. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the dunk by Jackson.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, value in each possession.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Russell feeds it to Edwards. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on D'Angelo Russell. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. Paul George, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both. Clippers leading by 10. .152 left in the third. Leonard looking around. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
And George, here we go. And he converts the layup. George has got 6.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes.
Oh, here he comes.
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
George against Edwards. And that one's good. George.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And Towns drops them both. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Takes it off the glass. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
And on the offensive end, Wall has been locked in, pushing out the distractions and just delivering for his team.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
And the defensive chops of Gobert just knows how to hold down the fort for his team.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Clippers leading by 13, and so in the game for the Timberwolves. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Wall's shot is good.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put into reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Los Angeles leading by 14. And here's Wall. Outside Covington. On the wing, George. Edwards defending. And it's good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
High post, Gobert. From the arc. They get it again. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice interior touch from Rudy. Good at getting ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Edwards passes to Russell. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Now Wall. George with the screen on Russell. Wall dishes to George. And George with the stuff.
The vision and understanding Wall has in pick-and-roll situations is second to none. So many of his teammates have become better shooters because of Wall's perfect passes out of that set.
Prince kicks to Russell. And there's the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious healing.
It's Prince on the wing. Leonard with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Leonard.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Russell passes to Edwards. The tray, 6 to shoot. The Clippers grab the miss. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Wall.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
George sets a screen for Wall. Edwards against George. He kicks it to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's Russell with the 3. He is hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now here's Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
case most nights. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Small forward. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Bain against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
It's Edwards on the wing. Driving inside. Good on the bucket.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Now here's Moran. Pass to Bain. Jackson on the wing. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. From deep, Moran. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Off the mark there with a 3.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Wing shot on the way, and it's Morant missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Gobert goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Moran against Edwards. Pass to Brooks. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
6 on the shot clock. Jackson outside. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And it's good. 2 points. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Fires the 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Russell to pass to Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks. That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Three-pointer, Brooks. And he recovers it. Pass to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Bain. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Russell to pass to Edwards. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Brooks. Jackson finds Brooks. Jackson outside. Brooks outside. Here's the teardrop. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, blew the easy two by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Towns a screen on Bain. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
The Grizzlies. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Brooks from outside. The shot misses. And Minnesota the other way with it now.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Pass to Adams. From deep, Morant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Time to get hype, fans. It's the first annual Grizzlies. All right, everyone, give a big hand to your
Minnesota in the lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Back to Daniels. Pass to Towns. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks.
Dillon Brooks.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Edwards slams it in.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Bain finds Morant. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And so Towns nails them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Jackson on the wing. To the middle, looking to win the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Timberwolves have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Russell against Morant. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Russell from outside. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. Well, the Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Goes back up. Outside for Russell. Lets the 3 fly. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Adams. Outside Morant. Releases. And that one hits the back iron. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Towns, that's good.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And it's Morant off the draw. Oh, throw it down. Nice.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play you'll remember from this game, clearly.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. To the inside. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Russell to pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. The 3 is up. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
You know, with good form, with a quick release and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catching.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Williams is checked in for Brooks. And it's Jones in for Moran. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Reid. Here's Prince. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Green's checked in for Memphis.
For the Grizzlies, Danny Green.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Clark from behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Jones from outside. Counted from distance.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Stolen by Anderson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Jones. Banked it in off the glass. Jones has got 5 points.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Anderson with a screen. Noel. Uneasy, too, on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Count it.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Out to the right wing. Anderson passes to Reid. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And there's Green on the assist from Jones. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Green's showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I'd like to see him attack like that on occasion.
To the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Reid.
2 minutes.
He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
A slam dunk by Reid.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Green for 3. No good. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Inside. Here's Reid. The Grizzlies pull it in. Tillman's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Green off the drive. Pass to Tillman. Kicks it out to Clark. Back to Tillman. down low. Shoots. Clark, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones finds Williams. Not going to go that time. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Prince. Clark covers. Anderson with a screen on Clark. Prince fires, hitting the triple. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. Towns down low, defended by Jackson. The shot by Towns, no good. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Morant, the pass to Bane. Back to Morant.
And then Morant with the dunk. Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Russell. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Right side Bane. Outside for Brooks. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Kept alive. Second chance effort. And it's Adams missing. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
This one for 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Brooks from outside. Rebound Minnesota. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Left side, Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. From deep. And it's Bane with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
From deep, Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. He buries it from 3. Morant's got 8 here in this quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there. Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Gets it down to single digits.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at him.
Russell pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Moran against Russell. Pass to Towns. Edwards with it. On the tip.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time. Woo. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Moran against Edwards. Outside for Brooks. 4-3. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Russell finds Edwards. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Left side, Russell. There's the triple. Connects from downtown.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's Morant missing. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And here's Russell. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch.
say does that start?
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg.
Here we go.
With two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. 4 on the clock. Here's Wall, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Brooks outside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. What he's proud of is how well they're playing above the net. He said, I can forgive physical mistakes. Everybody misses shots. What bothers me are the mental mistakes. And I haven't had to get in anyone's ear about that with this team. Well, that's pretty heady basketball, Kevin. We'll see if they can keep it going tonight.
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan, Greg, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
And that's why you have a designed offense. Create the kind of looks you want so you don't have to play hero ball.
Second team foul.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Adams. Shot clock at 6. Morant outside.
Nice defense right there by John Wall. He's got all the physical tools, length, strength, and quickness.
Gives it out to Covington. Pass to Leonard. That shot misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now here's Morant. Fires for 3. Second shot opportunity. Jackson.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington able to match up against any offensive player.
And it's Leonard missing. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
All with it, now defended by Adams. Ball passes to George. And he lays it straight in.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
Morant against Wall. Out to Brooks. Stolen by Zubac. Morant against Wall. Now here's Leonard. He's tightly guarded. Outside Covington. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And it's Leonard missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. George has got 5.
Well, the footwork to get into the catch-and-shoot game, the mechanics of Paul George are special.
Morant surveying the D. Tipped away. Brooks kicks to Bain. From outside the arc. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the rejection by Jackson. Bain passes to Adams. Back to Bain. Outside for Jackson. Brooks from outside. Memphis the rebound. Adams the pass to Bain. From outside, off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Morant against Wall. Nifty move. Outside, George. It's Covington on the wing. Now the pass to Zubac. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with the hits of Zubac. And it's Wall in at point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now here's Morant. Leonard with the steal. Outside, Covington. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 3. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Now here's Leonard. He gets that one. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Morant with a wide open look. From the top of the key, he buries it. Morant's got 4 points this quarter. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here is Brooks. Paul George making his last shot. And an intentional foul right there.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Outside for George. It's up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. On the wing, Bain. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dishes it to Adams. Back to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 3. And Wall kicks to Covington. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Got a piece of it. Brooks the pass to Bain. Wall with the steal. From about 19 feet. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Robert Covington using the dribble to create the shot. Pretty pull-up.
Morant's against Wall. And Morant throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morant kicks to Brooks. Pass to Bain. Jackson with it. Out to Brooks. Bain inside the three-point line. Rebounded by Covington.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Leonard, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 5. In the corner, it's Bain. Stolen by George. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way.
Well, the length of Paul George, creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Morant against Wall. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. From deep, Brooks. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Morant against Wall. George passes to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Morant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson a screen on Wall. Morant kicks to Jackson. No good on the 3. And we've reached half. All right, David, thank you, and stay with We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. They've got Jones, and it's Green in at the 3. Snatched up. Pass to Tillman. Jones for 3. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Passes to Mann. Kicks to Batum. Morris outside. Outside Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide open shooter.
Here's Mann. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Jones with it. Guarded now by Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Jones looking for an opening. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Tillman rips it home after the terrific move.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Jones for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Jones has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And the pass to man. Clippers moving the ball around. It's tipped. Shot clock at 5. Back to Powell. Fires from deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Tillman. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Jackson. Batum screen on Jones. Jackson dishes to Batum. To halt the run. Tillman grabs the miss. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And the Clippers call time here. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
LA timeout. Please welcome to the floor your Clippers Spirit. Let's hear it for your Clippers Spirit.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Hey, one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And here's Wall, following Ja Morant's three. And Leonard has it in the corner. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 14.
Well, have yourself a night, Paul George. Everything working for him right now.
Morant outside. Payne for three. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 5. Nobody near George. And count it from 19 feet away. 16 points for Paul George.
Well, there are times where you've got to get to that mid-range jump shot, and Paul George has got it to perfection.
Jackson with it. George picks him up. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's great whenever Danny Green is forcing the issue. He puts the defender in a tough spot there.
Good on both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The three from George. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Shooting from
just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Who wants one? Come on, let's hear it. Give it up for your Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
It's stolen by Adams. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. There's Morant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot, and he comes up with the deuce.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. They trail by 9 points. George with the screen on Morant. And Wall kicks to George. Off target from 3-point range. Grizzlies shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. From deep, Brooks. Memphis the rebound. Adams the pass to Brooks. On the wing, Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. Adams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 9. Morant with the steal. He's feeling it. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
John Wall, of course, the #1 pick back in 2010. Game is largely predicated on speed, the ability to get downhill. But, boy, he has added strength to that incredibly long frame. He has been a force to be reckoned with.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Morant passes to Brooks. Out to Morant. Wall with the steal. Goes up. And Wall with the slam.
Boy, great to see John Wall complete the break. For a while, we wondered what the effect of that Achilles injury would be. He shows us right there.
Now here's Morant. Hits it from 3-point range. Morant's got 20.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
And Wall kicks to George. Lets it go with a 3. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. Morant outside. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Now Wall. Here's George. Zubac's the pass to George. Tries again.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Clock at 4. And another 3 for the Clippers.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Outside, Payne. Brooks from outside. Good on the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Ball passes to George. The kick out to Wall. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Brooks outside. Morant right side. No good off the back of the rim. LA's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Got that bucket in no time at all. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Jackson passes to Brooks. Going inside, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. Takes it out to Covington. Here's Wall. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Left side, Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. George against Bain. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Paul George has excellent instincts in the paint. This guy has the size, the touch, complete offensive player.
Outside, Bain. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Hey, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Foul. 4th team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
tonight. This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the one. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Wall against Russell. Outside Edwards. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George, right side. Out to Covington. Here's the three. Pure from three-point range.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy. Oh, I mean, something else, man. Wow.
And make it happen. Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Outside Wall. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. And he can't get that one. Great D that time from Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Leonard. McDaniels with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. On Robert Covington.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And so Gobert nails both of them. Wall with it. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. George against Russell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Paul George really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Towns from deep. Knocks down the triple. Towns has got 5 now.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
George against Edwards. Here's Zubac. And a nice finish on the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Over Covington. And the basket by Towns. 7 points in the game.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Wall. That shot off. The Timberwolves have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Edwards finds McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Leonard for three. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. That one is off. Ooh, nice D from George. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Gobert. Tipped. Now here's George. Fires the three. Doesn't go for him. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. From outside the arc. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the three.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Attacking relentless, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the point. Pass to Towns. To the inside, Gobert. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's George, and George with the jam.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Towns. Rebound by the Clippers. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. It's George on the wing. The three is up. On target from range. George has got 6.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG can be an MVP caliber player.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Wall against Russell. Can they get it? The Clippers grab the miss. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Russell.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your board a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Towns on a screen. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. And stolen by Covington. And stolen by Edwards. Towns for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Russell to pass to Edwards. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Covington. Here's Wall. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Russell, the pass to Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Wall. The crossover. And it's good on the lay-in. Wall's got 10.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Towns a screen on George. Pass to Towns. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 7 rebounds in the game. Covington, he's open. That one a little long. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just around 26% for the game. Edwards. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. Covington passes to Wall. 43 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
That's great touch from the swingman as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Now Towns, covered by Covington. That's good from Towns on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Powell for 3. No good that time. And so it's Los Angeles earning this. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start this.
29. Let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, great performance here from John Wall.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's McLaughlin in at point guard. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. 3 on the clock. Morris finds some space. Reid with the rebound.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did. Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Here are the Clippers. 10-point lead. Jackson outside. Here he goes. McLaughlin with the rebound. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. It just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes. His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Jackson outside. And the a dunk by Jackson.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you Reggie's in his bag.
For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Prince. Here's Reed. Batum with the defensive effort. And the Clippers have possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Reed, a screen on Powell. Throws it up high. A slam dunk by Reed.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Powell, left side. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Noel. Here's Prince. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Prince has got his first 2 points.
Prince is such a tough player out there. Does not mind the bump.
Jackson outside. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Noel, that's good. Noel's got 5 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Jackson, right side. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And how about Powell to the people as Norman gets up for a loud 2 points.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Outside, Anderson. Got a piece of it. Prince. And that one drops for him. Here's Jackson. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Here's Noel. Now covers. Pass to Prince. With the fadeaway. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. So for the Clippers, in the lead. Now Wall. He's got 10. Up top, George. Back to Wall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Russell with the ball. Pass to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Russell. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Russell against Wall. And the jam by George.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Outside Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Outside Wall. George, a screen on Russell. Up top, George from the high post. Here's Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Edwards against George. Oh, Covington with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sends shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Now here's Wall. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And he lays it up and in.
Fantastic night for Wall. Looks like the guy who tore up the league when he first arrived.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Leonard with the ball. And the dunk by Leonard.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Here's Zubac, out to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Inside. And the jam by Covington.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
And stolen by Leonard. 1:44 left in the fourth. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. Wall finds Leonard. Clock at 6. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Russell from outside. The shot comes out, so the Clippers will take it the other way.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Clippers.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
Covington against Towns. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Zubac. And here are the Clippers now. Leonard on the wing. The 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Russell. Fires for three. Can't hit that one. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Boy, this... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie.
some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. And Edwards with the stop.
And you cannot deny Edwards' pure speed, running the floor like a man on a mission.
Morant passes to Bain. Adams with the screen on Russell. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Bain against Edwards. Out to Russell. Outside, Towns. Pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. And he's good on the three ball.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks so much, David. Edwards drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Pass to Adams. Outside, Bain. He kicks to Morant. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Pass to Bain. Now here's Brooks. He feeds it to Morant. Shakes him. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. It's Russell with the drive. Out to Edwards. From deep. Here's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Morant scanning the floor. This is to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Morant for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis. Outside Russell. Into the lane. It's Edwards on the wing. The dish to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. And Adams kicks to Bain. Out to Morant. Beyond the arc. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Brooks finds Bain. Back to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Adams, the pass to Bain. And rejection by McDaniel. Gobert dishes to Towns. Off target from outside. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the middle. Here's Brooks. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. To the inside. And Bain pulls it down.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
The three from Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking it over. The pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Russell passes to McDaniels. No good with the layup. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant against Edwards. Right side Jackson. The feed to Adams. Outside for Jackson. This is it to Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. The finish. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the stronger.
It's Jackson atop the key. Inside, it's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Clock is at 3. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Up top, Morant. Edwards defending. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Gobert with a screen on Bain. And Edwards with the stuff.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Bain. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
It's stolen by Adams. On the Wayne Bain. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside for Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Left side, Edwards. Feeds to Towns. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading by 3. Morant reaches to Jackson. Here's Adams. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And it's Morant missing. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. McDaniels finds Edwards. Towns in the corner. Edwards passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. With the floater. Gobert with the block. They recover it. Morant passes to Adams. Out to Morant for the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns down low. Jackson on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Got it up. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Timberwolves on top, leading by just 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid. Anderson is out there with Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Noel's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Clark up top, all alone. The rebound by Prince.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Tillman. Yep, it counts. Tillman's got his first points of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Jones in the post. Here's Clark. Outside, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Tillman. Jones trying to get open. Tillman's shot is good. Tillman's got 4 this quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Kicks it out to Prince. That one goes. Count it.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
outside, Jones. Clark sets a screen for Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Clark nails both of them. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Sinks the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Prince outside. Fires the 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. Here's Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Outside, Jones. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Prince in the corner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Down low, here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's McLaughlin. It's stolen by Green. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Prince, and he banks in the layup. Prince has got 6 in the quarter.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Jones for 3. 3-pointer. And they'll get another chance. Green kicks to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Left side, Jones. Tillman passes to Jones. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. To the wing right side. Here's Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because...
Please give a big round of applause.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
You see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Edwards a screen on Morant. From past the arc. And Anthony Edwards hits from deep.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And finished by Morant.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Timberwolves leading by 7. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Russell feeling it out a bit. outside, Towns. Over Jackson. And Towns gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. That shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Brooks for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight, and it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Edwards with the drive, and Edwards with the stop.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Morant outside. Kicks it to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bane. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Outside Russell. Towns the screen. Russell kicks to Towns. A 3-ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. On the Wayne Bane. Good and a nice assist for Morant. Bane's got 6 points in the quarter.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Edwards against Bane. Edwards passes to Towns. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. He dishes it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Outside Russell. Inside. Here's Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Morant kicks to Bane. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Russell finds Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. 5 to shoot. Russell passes to Gobert. Adams, some nice D.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Morant outside. Back to Bane. Now Jackson. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin.